Stevo here on Rev Radio Vegas and Global Enlightenment Radio Network and C4OC Radio. It's on 3 different radio stations this morning, or this evening, I should say. Here we got Ricky Bobby.
Shake and bake.
Well, Ricky and Bobby.
The Stinson brothers.
The Stinson.
Yay.
Stinson brothers. Yeah, these guys are pretty cool. There's myself and Cosfancy.
Hi, everyone.
Appreciate everybody coming in, tuning in, and getting everything going here. And once again, thanks to Brad Cohen for making these cool ass R's. You guys can't see it. It's actually that, only in 3D. Well, it's off.
Okay.
It's over here.
Oh, there it is.
It's our logo. It kind of
Cool.
spins around, does this 3D thing.
Right
It's
on.
really cool. So Brad Cohen's pretty cool, dude. If you want any graphics done, he's your dude.
Good to know. Always good to have.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got so we're just gonna really do is jump right in this thing and get things going. So you guys were just in Wisconsin last week?
Last week, what is today? Not this last weekend, but yeah, the week before.
Week before?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Fireside Theater, Fort Atkinson, about an hour south of Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
And just a theater in the round, holds about 700 people, and just we were doing actually a Brooks and Dunn show.
Nice.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
So grow out the beard, put on the wig, the cowboy hat, and sing like
As
Brooks
soon
and
as we
Dunn.
got done, man, I took the stash right off.
Put the wig on, huh?
Oh yeah. You know, that's always a joke we tell people is we grew up playing hockey, so we grew up next to each other putting skates on, and now we're next to each other putting makeup and wigs and stuff on. It's,
Oh, dang.
How
That's
little
funny.
times
weird.
have changed.
Full circle.
But yeah, it was cool, man. There's a theater in the round out there, and they're at about 70% capacity. They're still kind of locked down, a little paranoid in Wisconsin, but
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. Yeah, theater in the round's a challenge, entertaining a crowd.
Yeah.
I haven't sweat that much in a show in a long time. I thought we were working hard, man.
Wow.
the stage spins for the whole show.
Oh, the
The
stage.
center stage where the band is,
Uh-huh.
it rotates slowly.
Yeah.
And then you can jump off that, not jump, but walk off it and go around the outside. And it's just, I haven't, since my knee's been messed up, I haven't been doing a whole lot of cardio. And so, man, just to work and doing the Kicksbrook stuff and really, that kind of, there was like a puddle of sweat. I was like, wow, this is unbelievable.
Dang. Yeah.
But it was fun. Good crowds up there.
Oh, cool.
Cool people. Yeah, really nice.
I was going to go to Wisconsin in 2010. I was going to go for the Chiefs training camp, but they moved it from Wisconsin down to St. Joseph. So I'm like, okay, cool. I don't got to go to Wisconsin.
Cheese training camp, is that what you said?
Chiefs.
Oh,
Where,
Chiefs.
where's
Kansas City.
Where's St. Joseph?
In Missouri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
You probably know where that
just a little bit
Mhm.
north of Kansas City.
is. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. It was a lot of fun.
Chiefs, huh?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We were talking, those are hardcore Packers fans up there, man.
Oh, yeah. Wisconsin?
They,
Oh,
they
yeah.
take it seriously.
Yeah, that would have been weird.
Yes,
The
they do.
Chiefs camp up there, wouldn't that have been kind of strange?
Oh, they've had it up there for years.
Huh.
Yeah. What was it? I forgot the name of the town. But yeah, they had a real big thing up there at one of the small colleges, and yeah, they had their training camp there for a long time.
Madison or River Falls or something like that.
River Falls. Yeah, it was River Falls.
Cool.
We should play some hockey against them.
Yeah, it's nice people. I mean, and Missouri too. You know,
Mhm.
most of our family is in northern Missouri there, not far from St. Joe. It's
Mhm.
really cool. It's fun to be in the Midwest, man. It's a totally different vibe than like LA and New York, and which we prefer LA and New York. Don't get me wrong.
Maybe not now.
I think Joan Rivers said,
Yeah.
what'd she say? You get 100 miles outside of LA or
New York,
or
it just gets
Manhattan, it just gets weird. out there, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. But so Danny, what's going on? We were just talking about your cosplay stuff, man, which is really cool.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff coming up.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to do a photo shoot with one of my cousins. It's Khal Drogo. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones?
No, I've seen bits and pieces that were not real.
Okay, so the blonde lady and then the tall, dark-haired dude.
You're going to do a show with them?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
No, not. I'm gonna dress up like the blonde lady, Daenerys.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well,
She was showing us some pictures.
the
That's
other
pretty
the
cool.
other way to know Khal Drogo is he's Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman.
Aquaman.
There you go.
Oh, that's that guy. Okay.
There you go. That's a good way to say it. Thank
Good
you.
stuff.
When they don't know Khal Drogo, it's like, who? No,
It's
Aquaman.
very hard trying to picture it.
Yeah.
Or
Imagine that.
he played he also played Conan the Barbarian.
He did, huh?
Yep.
No way, man. That'll always be Schwarzenegger for us old dudes.
Always.
Yeah, exactly. For us old guys, yeah. He's the original Conan.
That's right.
But yeah, he was in that one too. He's
Wow, I
he's
did
done a
not
few
know
things.
that. Wow.
Yeah. So let me look at these bullet points here. These guys. It's really weird because I don't really have a lot of country artists come in, and so you guys are like the second ones.
We kind of get pigeonholed as that, but that's not really. I mean, when we were with Capitol Records, we were more of a pop act, and
Yeah, man, we played with Foghat. I mean, that's not country. I mean, come on.
Well,
Tight.
that's cool. That's
That was cool. The old Mets Club. Do you remember the Mets Club in Vegas? Do
no.
you remember that one?
Uh-uh.
It was cool.
I got
man.
here in '99. Is when I got
Okay,
here.
that would have been early '90s, I think.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. It was playing with Foghat and a bunch of bikers in the crowd. We were nervous as hell, but we ended up getting a standing ovation, and it was a lot of fun playing with Foghat. I'll tell you,
That's great.
it was like
Yeah.
Spinal Tap backstage. I'm telling you, man. It was weird.
rock and roll.
Yeah.
These last shows in Wisconsin were like Spinal Tap too. They put you down below the stage in these little tunnels, and then the stage drops down, and you step onto it, and they lift you up. But I mean, when you're going through the tunnels, if you remember Spinal Tap, the guy's
Right.
like,
They got lost.
Yeah.
down here, and then he's like, then you jog left. He's like, oh, we don't have time for that.
It was freaky. It was like right out of a horror movie down there.
It was.
How
It was
come
weird.
all the musicians out there and singers, you'll understand this, how come you're always in weird backstage hallways and dingy, stinky areas leading to the stage? It could be the best theater in the world, but you're always in those places.
Well, you kind of are used to dark and.
That's kind of my milieu. Dark, dingy, and stinky is kind of my
Oh,
milieu.
dang.
Yeah.
We have some childhood flashbacks in there. Yeah. So what's it like playing with Exile?
Playing with what?
With Exile.
Exxon?
Exile.
Oh, Exile?
Oh, Exile. Yeah. We played with. We opened.
I wanna kiss you all over.
Yeah.
We played with them in Nashville,
Uh-huh.
and we played with them and a country guy named Chad Brock. I don't know. Did we even see the guys from Exile?
Yeah, it was just a show we did with them. Like,
Oh, okay.
no,
Yeah,
better
just-
than that was the Dan Seals show. We got to
Dan
hang out
Seals?
with the
Yeah.
Dan Seals.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was asking him if Marie Osmond was going to pop out and for the duet, but she wasn't at that show.
She went at that show. Dang.
Yeah,
I remember having a crush on her when I was a kid. Dang.
she still looks pretty damn.
I know. I remember having
Yeah.
a crush on her last week.
Yeah. See, yeah, I think if I ever saw her, I go, yep. Hi.
You might be really nervous meeting her.
Oh, yeah, really. Yeah.
Kick the dust and point your fingers at each other. Hi. Hi.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So, yeah, you got some. So your first album was done by Jeff Silverman.
Yeah, Jeff Silverman was Rick Springfield's original guitar player.
Mhm.
Man,
Yeah.
what a
Wish
player!
that I had Jesse's
Unbelievable.
girl.
That was out in Van Nuys, California, and yeah, we got a chance to hang out and meet Rick a couple times, and recorded one of his songs. His originals called "Dancing on the Edge of the World" was on our first album.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it was really cool, man. Jeff
Yeah.
Silverman is a great producer.
Mike
Very
has a
cool.
really great. He's got a really great Rick Springfield story.
Oh, yeah?
He came into one of his karaoke parties, and he goes, "Dude, you gotta do Jesse's Girl." And he goes, "Nope,
Nope.
I ain't doing it. Nope."
Mm.
Oh, Gary Gage says, "What up, Ricky Bobby?"
What up,
So
Gary?
Shake and bake.
You know Gary Gage, right?
I
You guys know him?
Gary-
He knows you.
Gary Gage?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You know how many brain cells we killed? Speaking of which, I want to kill some more tonight, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, he's the lead singer for Cure the Curse.
Oh, Gary Gage, man.
He's
That
a
does
hot guy
sound.
too.
Kind of a big guy.
Sorry, Gary. I know that we know you, but that doesn't that sound familiar?
I don't know, dude.
We probably jammed with him.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Good dude. Yeah, he's a really great guy. Big supporter of the show and the station and stuff. And he's the one that actually gave us that guitar.
Oh, okay.
And so that was pretty cool. Those guys.
Sweet.
It better be in tune.
I don't know, Gary. Is that guitar in tune? I don't know. I just hung it on the wall, so I'm just like, I don't play. Wish I could play air guitar. But that's about it. I know my third wife really.
Why'd you
loved
look at
Brooks
me
and
when
Dunn.
you said that?
No.
It's a warning.
What about your third wife?
Oh, she loves country music and just she likes a lot of Brooks and Dunn
Oh, yeah?
things, and so she wanted to do a duet with me, and I'm like, I can't keep a straight face with this song because he kind of gets I forgot what song it was, but it was I think he did a duet with somebody.
Ronnie Dunn?
Yeah,
I did one with Reba.
yeah, that one.
If you see him, if you see her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to do that in a show. We did some Brooks and Dunn Reba tribute shows, and that's a hard song to sing. No, thank you.
We're passing around the. There you go. Trying out cigarettes here. Let's see
Yeah.
what we got.
We can smoke weed in here. We just can't do cigarettes in here.
I like that.
That's
Yeah.
CBD, right?
No. But yeah, she was. Yeah, it was. But that one part where he kind of goes really high, and he
Oh, I still want.
that makes me laugh every time. Like I can't get that high. No way. No. But no, it was a lot of fun.
He comes down out of that. I mean, I'm not going to get into too many details, but he's like, I still want her, and she does her part, and then he goes real low after that.
Yeah.
And boy, I mean that in the duet, I'm really, you kind of focusing on the crowd and everything. In that part, I'm just like, pay attention. It's
Kinda
a hard,
the
hard
high
song to
part
sing.
in My Maria.
Oh, geez, don't get me started.
Get the crowd singing that, man.
Oh yeah.
And it just goes on and on and on,
It does. It just keeps repeating, doesn't it?
You're kind of doing that guitar thing, My Maria, and then you get to that one part, Maria, and if anybody misses their background part when they're doing the harmonies and stuff, you're gone. It's really hard to sing.
Oh yeah. That's funny. But yeah, we got that's always a lot of fun to watch stuff like that. And yeah.
It can't be fun for the crowd.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
You'd be
It's-
surprised.
Oh, it's very entertaining for us.
But the show has to go on.
Oh, at least for all the rockers that just kind of. Yeah, okay, that's why we don't listen to country.
Well, Ronnie Dunn didn't want to do My Maria because of he said he didn't want to sound like a girl. So he had real, he didn't want to do My Maria, and they wound up talking him into it.
Oh wow.
That's an old B.W. Stevenson song from the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of country songs that were redone by a lot of people. People don't even know. They don't realize the song. They think it's an original song.
Oh, totally.
And but it's always. I mean, there's remakes of a lot of songs that you wouldn't think it was a remake.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Thank
it
you.
works out really well.
This is. I better get ready to carry this whole thing because when you guys are all just sitting here laughing hysterically, I'll just ramble on for a while.
Ramble on.
This is the best radio show. This is the best radio show we've ever
Sing
done.
my
man.
song.
Excuse me.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
guys played on Sunset Strip?
Oh
What
yeah.
was that
yeah.
like?
Oh, we got some stories for you there.
There you go.
Oh.
Any shareable ones?
Depends on how hardcore the show is. But yeah, no, playing
Oh,
Sunset.
we get real down and dirty.
All
A
right,
lot of
cool.
shit.
Yeah, clubs like Madam Wong's, Roxy Whiskey, Exposure 54. What else am I missing? Oh man, there's
You want to
Bizarres.
talk about killing brain cells, man? Back
Yeah,
then.
hanging out the rainbow upstairs there, man. Just partying our asses off, and that's what you did then, man. You as you know, you played music and you hung out at bars and a lot of strip clubs, and we all dated strippers. And those of us that were dumb enough, like Mike and you and me, we married them. And
Actually, I never married a stripper.
oh, okay, Mike did though.
Yes.
Right? He was telling us about that. You
Yeah.
know, what kind of guidance is that? You can play with them, but don't marry them, man, because they probably got issues.
They definitely have the daddy issues.
But yeah, you know, Sunset, Hollywood, I love it, man. It's always appealed to me with the whole rock and roll scene, like the late 80s, early 90s, for the most part. But not only that, the romance of all the movies that were made there, just over the years, back when movie making in Hollywood was really cool. But I've just always loved it. And of course, last time we were back there, it was kind of dirty. But,
Oh man, we were up in Hollywood not that long ago, and it's a mess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But what about you? You ever been over there? Sunset and Hollywood Boulevard and all that?
We did the Doll Hut. Was it anniversary? I think it was the 10th anniversary for C4OC.
Yeah.
I always forget the name of that
all of us
place.
went.
Is that the Doll Hut?
And
Yeah.
That was the
But
first
then I
time she was
remember.
introduced. She was introduced by Big Mama, and she's with C4OC. Yeah, it was the Augmented Chaos when they played. Augie's band. Yeah, I just want to kind of shout him out. We appreciate him so much.
Augmented Chaos?
Yes.
All right.
Augmented
Yeah.
Chaos.
But yeah, we
Really
did
good
the Doll
music.
Hut.
Doll Hut.
And then when coming home, we took the highway down for her because she's never done that. And then we went through. He took her down to Hollywood area. So the next thing
Stopped
were
at a
just
few
big stops.
beaches, then get out.
Yeah.
All right.
The answer, yeah, just the Doll Hut so far. But yeah, there was a
Yeah.
lot of bands there that day.
Yeah, that
She got a
was.
taste of it, anyways.
That was
Yeah.
a lot of man.
Cool.
Yeah, that one's. They're doing another one there at the Dollhouse for.
Is it the Dollhouse or the Doll
You
Hut?
know
Doll
what?
Hut. Doll
Heat
Hut.
wise, that day was
Tiny,
comparable to
tiny
like
stage.
2016 Warped Tour. Heat wise,
Yeah.
that's what it reminded me of.
But yeah, that's right. We did work
I
for
was like,
them.
yeah.
We did some stuff
Steve,
there.
you know Johnny Lust, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
He played those shows with us up in Wisconsin,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
he's doing a lot of stuff with us now. And he used to live out there, man. He played the Cat Club, Slim Jim's old from the Stray Cats, his
Uh-huh.
bar, and we were just, man, after our show last Saturday night, just sitting around the hotel room, drinking and smoking and telling old Hollywood stories, man. It's you know.
You guys didn't trash the hotel room, did you?
No, we mellowed out so much, man. I picked the chair up to throw it out the window, and my shoulder was sore. So
That's what it is. I'm gonna throw the TV out the window. No, I'm not.
Give me this cup.
If you ever saw the movie The Rocker, that's where we are these days, man. It's like after the show, it's ice packs and drinking Pepsi. That's
You're still
that's
with it. That's what matters, right?
right, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Johnny said he played with the band who I'd never heard that story, but he said he played with the band who blew a hole in the roof of Gazzari's.
Oh,
It was Gazzari's, right?
That's right.
And I guess that's a story, like a pretty well-known story, but I'd never heard of
They
that.
were doing the pyrotechnics, man, and blew a hole right in the roof. That's rock and roll.
And never played there again, I guess.
Oh, I actually just found out that this year's anniversary thing, it's not going to be at the Doll Hut this year. It's going to be at Stages.
Where's that?
It's in Santa Monica
Okay.
Oh.
or Santa Ana.
Cool.
I mean,
Oh.
it has 2 different stages.
Nice.
It's indoors in AC, so it's going to be cooler. So, but yeah, what they do is Stages. They got these two good sized stages, so they set up 2 bands at one time. So one band plays, and then as soon as they're done, the next band goes on and plays. They break down, set another band up.
So they're like
So
facing opposite directions, like
Yeah,
that?
one's facing this way, another one faces
That's cool.
kind of this way.
All right.
But it looks really cool. It's a good sized place. Could fit, a few hundred people in there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
How many
really good
stages
place.
did the Doll Hut have? There was 2. One,
They had
2?
2 stages outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, because inside it's got one
It
stage
was
about
tiny.
tiny. Yeah, it's like 5 by 5 stage. stage.
Oh wow.
I mean, I don't know how tall, I don't know how small it is. It's small. You look up there with four-piece band. They're like, fit everybody up there. They're all playing
crammed
like
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let alone like the Sex Pistols and stuff like that. It's so small. It's just
Mhm.
Good venue.
We've all been on those kind of
Santa
stages.
Ana,
Yeah.
Very big, very cool.
Yeah, it used to be Malone's, is what stages used to be called. It used to be Malone's.
Okay.
But yeah, it's they're opening up a lot more stuff out there. And
Yeah.
I heard there was a friend of mine that told me that you have to have a vaccination card or proof of your vaccination to get a big ticket
Vaccination for what?
for
COVID.
this crap that's going around.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, they can't ask you to show proof of that. That's
Is that legal? Yeah.
no, it's against typical.
That
You
seems
can't get
weird.
a ticket unless you show me proof. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Huh.
man. Things are
Yeah.
crazy right now, I'll tell you.
I mean, and that's California.
Speaking of that, getting into the hockey game, we went to go see the Silver Knights. They wanted all this phone stuff, to be able to even get into the game.
Oh, did they?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of COVID wise.
Mm-hmm.
It is
They
actually
didn't have to
questions.
disclose anything,
Yeah.
but it was kind of like that. You had to wear your mask up until a certain point.
Man.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's crazy.
It was fun. They have guys that go around with little signs that say "mask up."
And they
Just
do,
like,
and they micromanage you too.
oh yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh,
So I'm sitting
boy.
there eating popcorn. I have my mask on. I'm eating popcorn. Just the guy looks at me and I put a popcorn in my mouth and he goes, I'm like, no.
Put your mask up in between bites.
Yeah.
I'm like, screw that! I'm taking my mouth. That's a goal. I am giving it to him.
Oh, yeah.
Give my boy some support. And then
Oh,
pass
yeah.
back on.
Yeah.
That's-
It was actually Danny's first game. Gary gave us some tickets to the Silver Knights. And,
Never been to a hockey game before?
Yeah, it was her first one.
Oh.
First game.
Now,
Oh, it's
And
Yeah.
See
she
it
got
live,
to
man.
she got to see someone get knocked out. She was hooked.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, dude hit the back of his head and he was out.
Ooh,
Wow.
really?
Yeah.
Guy
He was
got
okay
ejected.
though. He got up.
Oh, well, back when we used to get concussions, the coach would be like, "Oh, just sit out a shift. You're okay."
Yeah.
Then the next day, you're like, "Did we have a game last night?"
Walk it off.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's always funny. But yeah, we got let's see what else we got over here.
It's exciting, man. Hockey, the Golden Knights are looking good, even though they took down our Avalanche. That hurt.
Yeah, and don't give us any updates, by the way, because we're recording this
Yeah,
the
we're gonna
game
go
to
home
watch.
and watch that
We're
game.
recording the game.
The hockey game's going on right now. Yeah.
There's a-
Yeah.
It is, isn't there?
Yeah, Game 1, Golden Knights in Montreal.
Oh yeah, Montreal. Yeah.
Don't
That's
don't
what it
anybody
says.
send in any.
Oh yeah,
any
no.
score
You don't
updates
think about the
either.
Avalanche. They already got their ass kicked.
No,
What do you-
No.
Vegas, Montreal.
That was sad.
Yeah, Montreal's on today. Yeah, and let's see.
We were, I don't know how much we want to talk about. We were when the hockey team was coming here.
Uh-huh.
We've spent 11 years performing around Las Vegas. We've been around entertainment our whole life. Good education. We grew up playing hockey our whole life, so we thought we were a shoo-in, and we met with the Golden Knights several times. Met with the president of the team and everything. We were going to run their entertainment department.
nice.
Every sports franchise has an entertainment department.
Right.
And met with them several times, thought we had the gig and everything, and they wound up hiring to run their entertainment department the guys who were the head of the World Wrestling. So when you see all that crazy stuff, the Knights out on the ice and all the stuff going on, that was a lot of it was created by the wrestling guys that they brought in to run their entertainment department.
Oh, okay.
And we see several of our ideas that we presented to them
Oh yeah. Totally.
during the
Oh,
game.
So it was a
man.
love-hate. Either we were going to love them if they brought us on board, or we were going to hate them
Yeah.
if they didn't, and they
Right.
didn't. So yeah,
Dang.
they're doing it right though, man. This crowd's crazy for the Golden Knights. That's
Yeah, they
cool.
love
It's
'em.
good to see.
So you guys got a show coming up at Planet Hollywood, the Ovation show.
Oh, we were in a show called Ovation. It was actually
Okay.
it was still the Aladdin there, but at that time. But we opened that for I think 6 months.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So, what kind of shows do you guys have coming up?
Coming up, yeah, we do the Brooks and Dunn thing. We'll be doing that around town, and then we got in August, man. Things are really getting getting going because Arizona is pretty wide open right now. So I know as of today we've got 10 shows in 12 days, and they're all different venues in Arizona.
nice.
This is the big one that we really are doing over the summer is called Margarita World, and it's the only Jimmy Buffett and Alan Jackson tribute show I think in the world.
Oh wow.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's Margaritaville, 5 o'clock somewhere, all that stuff, and Bob does Alan Jackson, I do Jimmy Buffett, and it's really fun. I mean, more fun than we've had on stage in a long time. You know, like
that's nice.
you guys, I'm sure you know a lot of entertainers, and I don't really like to say that, but sometimes it's you're backstage and you're like, let's do the show, let's get paid. You know, I mean, and I'm standing backstage before these shows, and I can't wait to get out there. You know, I get up there and I'm like, I hear the band going, and I'm like, oh, I love that song. Oh, I'm singing this song. I'm like, oh, I'm Jimmy Buffett on this song. So it's
Where's my parrot?
Yeah, they're really fun.
It's fun. We try and add a little more theater to our shows, a little bit of a storyline throughout, and we have a steel drummer. We even have a tiki bar on stage.
Oh wow.
There's a part during the show where we let the band take a break. They go sit down, have some drinks, while Rick and I do a few acoustic songs, stuff like that. Throw Jello shots out to the crowd.
Is that
the
here?
ways and all that.
Here?
Well, we did it at we'll be doing it at the Rockstar Bar.
Okay.
We did it at the Riverside down in Laughlin. We'll
That's
probably
fun.
be back
That's
there.
gotta be a fun one there.
Yeah, and then this agent that kind of latched onto us recently, they're based out of Arizona, so they're the ones that just sent us to Wisconsin, and they're the ones. So we're doing all over Arizona
Nice.
in August and January, which is already set up. But
What's Laughlin?
what is Laughlin?
When is Laughlin?
Oh, I don't think it's confirmed.
They're not starting to do
Laughlin's.
shows again until September there, so
Right,
this
right.
fall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, you can find the Stinson Brothers, Ricky Bobby on Facebook if you guys want to check out the upcoming shows and all that.
Margarita World.
I think I got you on Facebook. I only have Ricky Bobby.
There's
I
a
got
Ricky
Rick.
Bobby page. You got Rick. You got Robert.
It's like
So
8
it's
of
on
them.
runs under
Robert.
Robert. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got Robert Stinson.
Rick Stinson, Robert Stinson. We got a Ricky Bobby page. We got a Stinson Brothers page. All that
Stinson
stuff.
Brothers,
yeah.
California Entertainment Kings.
Right.
It's like 8 of them. I don't know.
Wait, the more you have, it's like I gotta keep up with all this shit.
Yeah, we got
I
this
gotta
little
hire
guy
somebody.
that handles
Here,
it
you
for
handle
us.
it, yeah.
If you know how to spell it, Stinson Brothers, put Z at the end of Brothers, BROTHERZ. Otherwise, Margarita World, all one word, will pop up there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
If anybody has any interest in that.
Yeah.
Oh
come
yeah,
out to the
definitely.
shows.
Well, we got actually what we're trying to do here is when I as I redid the whole station and stuff, and it's just like, well, I want to get more genres in. Not just the rocker scene or the metal scene. Get more of everything. I've had a couple of pop singers on here.
Yeah.
And so they're
Man, our
That's
stuff.
what
If you would have, I'll bring you some of the records.
yeah.
But it started real poppy. I mean, we were working with George Michael's management.
Mhm.
I mean, real poppy. It was a lot like Wham, Duran Duran type stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then we kept getting a little more rocking, and then the grunge scene came along.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't really us at all. So we went to Nashville, and that's when we signed with A&M down there. So we
Okay.
didn't start out doing the country stuff. But our dad and our uncles, they were the original Stinson Brothers, and they started out as a rock band that went country too, and they had hit records and all that.
Oh wow.
Then our dad became our manager, and we kept the name of Stinson Brothers. So,
Nice.
yeah, but it was rocking, dude. It was, yeah.
That's what
We need to
that's
get
what-
you-
That's interesting. That's
It
really
is.
Cool.
It was a weird progression there. I mean, it was real poppy, then it got real rocky. I mean, real dark, and then country. Then we went to Nashville. So
All right.
freaky. You never know what path you're going to take in this business.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, there's definitely different paths that are there that you can go real on one side of the fence or real on the other side. And
Mhm.
yeah, for a lot of years I was into country for a little bit when I lived in Missouri and did a lot of riding and horseback riding, did a little bit of rodeo stuff. And
All right.
so I kind of really got into the country for a little bit, and then I was just like, you know what? A lot of this country is starting to go a little bit towards like southern rock. It's like, okay, I can get into that.
Mhm.
I still have that, and It's like, okay, I'm just gonna put my country boots aside for a while. I'm just gonna go rock out for a bit. But yeah, it's always a lot of fun. I mean, just with the different songs and everything that are coming out, and I mean, they're a lot more relatable and stuff now than they were like back in George Strait days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. I miss that old country stuff though, man.
Yeah.
George
I've always liked George Strait. Never
George
did
Strait,
get into
yeah.
the gray speckled bird.
Oh yeah.
Never did get into that. He was just like, okay, no, that's too much.
Yeah. What about like Johnny Paycheck and Ronnie Millsap and those kind of guys?
A little bit of Millsap, a
Yeah.
little bit. But yeah, I mean, I was into George Strait, Toby Keith, guys like that.
He was on A&M when we were there.
Yeah.
I got a good story for you. They put us in tuxes. We're riding with the Harold Shedd, the president of A&M Records Nashville.
Uh-huh.
We went out to Universal Studios to the ACM Awards,
Mm-hmm.
and then after the show, we were in a limo. We all went to the gates of A&M Records there in Hollywood. And you know, when you're trying to make it out there, you're like, someday I'm going to get through these gates. And I was like, okay, we're going through. This is pretty cool. And it was the after party, and Toby Keith was there, and some of the other artists, and it was in this. They did the after party in this big studio where Charlie Chaplin used to film some of his movies.
Uh-huh.
So the history in there was just so cool, man. But you actually didn't make it on that one, did you?
I was in the Caribbean.
He was in the Caribbean. That's
You were
right.
Jimmy Buffy.
I was. I'm telling you.
Well, we say that we don't just sing it, we live it. Well, Rick said, yeah, he's a 100-ton boat captain, and you're a boat captain too, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Well, I was. I had to retire. But yeah, I hold a 1,600-ton master's license.
See, that's you're just ruining my story.
I'm sorry.
That makes 100 tons seem so small.
I know. See, that's the thing when I tell people that they're like, that sounds really big, 100-ton boat captain. I'm like, yeah, I am. And then guys who are like 1,600 ton, they're like, oh, you got the baby license?
oh, so you're a crew boat captain.
No.
Yeah.
So you drive like pontoons and canoes or what?
1,600 ton. That's impressive, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got it was funny because I had a guy that went and he had just got his 500-ton masters, and he was going for his 16, and our licenses were due about the same time. So I submitted all my paperwork to renew my 500, and they sent back a 16. I got grandfathered into a 1,600.
Nice.
Without having to take the flashing light test, and this guy was like, oh, I gotta take this test and I gotta take that test, and I went, sucks to be you, dude. I said, what issue are you on? It was my second. I said, dude, I'm on my 4th. So yeah, I've been doing it for a minute. So Coast Guard just went, you got the time, you're doing good, here you go.
Wow, cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Then I had a heart attack on the boat, and they said, all right, bye-bye.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was
What? What do you mean they said goodbye?
oh yeah, they wouldn't renew my license
Because of that?
Yeah.
Just because of
you
a
had that-
little old heart attack?
Yeah.
Oh, you had the heart attack.
I had the heart attack.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. No, but yeah, it was. Well, the reason why they do that is when you have a heart attack. I mean, if you have a heart attack off the boat, it's not a great big deal. Get fixed. You know, take your stress tests and everything. They'll waive you. You have it on a boat, it's a different story. Because then everybody heard about it.
And it could happen again. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it could happen again. But yeah, I was leaving Houston Port. We were going out. I was flying all day long. We started leaving on a 10-hour cruise. We were gonna go. I get in the channel and I started having this issue. And 3 ships called me. Another ship turned around. I was coming back. I mean, everybody came to everybody's aid. It's like, are you all right? So I got another guy that's taking the boat in. We're, you know, they had everything. They had a fire truck there, an ambulance there. And, you know, dispatcher, he was there at the dock, and he goes, "You were fine 20 minutes ago." And I went, "Tell me about it." I don't know. I don't know what happened. But yeah, it was an experience.
Yeah, I'll bet. That's scary.
Yeah. Going out of Galveston. That was
Out of Galveston. Yeah.
That's some hot
okay,
weather.
Gary. Yeah, we'll post those links on there. Gary can't find you guys yet. He's looking for you guys.
So speaking of 10-hour cruises, you guys played cruise ships, right? What was that like?
Cruise
and
ships.
do you prefer it over other venues?
I think
Because I've heard some people prefer it.
Well, it's a little bit confining. It can be, but it kind of depends what you're doing. We played some cruises where we're playing the pool parties. And so if they like you, you're playing pool parties, you're playing the VIP boarding party, so they're working you 7 days a week. And they're moving you around. Sometimes you wind up in a crew cabin. And when you're in the showroom, performing twice a week, they put you in a passenger cabin, 5 days a week. You're just goofing off on board or on land when you pull into port, and you get to check things out. So it kind of depends what you're doing. But
It seems like there's a lot of stuff when you first get on there to do, but after we did a 6-week cruise, which was Gulf of Mexico during spring break, and they were 8-day cruises for the passengers. So we're stopping in all these hot spots, man. Mazatlan, Acapulco, Cabo, and that was awesome. And then the other one we did was a 3-week Hawaiian Islands, bopping around the Hawaiian Islands, which was cool, but it can get real tight real quick. I mean, once you've done everything in the first 2 or 3 days, then we spent all our time in the gym or in the spa.
Yeah.
One of our bathrooms on the cruise ship was so small.
the whole room.
This
was
is a
so
true
small.
story. One of us was in the shower and one of us was brushing our teeth, and somebody turned around and we bumped into each other. Yeah, so it can get a little tight. And
Oh yeah, I know how tight some of those bathrooms can be.
man,
Or heads.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But we watched a lot of horror movies on that one cruise, didn't we?
Yeah, it's weird. We watched American Psycho like 10 times.
American Psycho, that one's great.
Isn't that?
That was great.
That's an
Love that
amazing movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe on those cruise ships they make everybody work 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I mean, we had
Yeah.
these girls, these Russian girls that I remember. They were so miserable because they'd been on that cruise ship like 6 months, and man, I mean, they were just, they hated it. 'Cause
Mhm.
You can't. I don't care what you're doing. You can't do it 7 days a week.
Yeah, you can.
You gotta. Well, you can. You're gonna hate it probably.
You're gonna hate it.
even if you're making it.
You did it for
Yeah, and you're
30
gonna get
years.
sick of
a
it.
ton of money, yeah. But man, yeah, it's weird. Give them a day off. That's
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, we always had 12 hours off. We do 12-hour shifts on boats that I worked on. So,
Mm-hmm.
and by law, on those ships, you have your 8-hour day. Anything over 8 hours, you get overtime. And so, but when you're on like a mud boat, we call them mud boats. You work 12-hour days. You get 12 hours off. You're allowed your 12 hours off, and they only want you to work so many days. If you work 14 days, you get a half a day. For every day you work, you get a half a day off.
Yeah.
So if you work 14, a lot of guys work 14 and 7. I worked 30 and 30 for a lot of time, for a lot of years. 30 days on, 30 days off. And then sometimes your relief doesn't show up, so you got to work another 30 days. Then do your own hitch again, so now you're in 90 days.
That's got to be painful
So-
when you're on like day 30 and you hear that.
Oh yeah.
You make money. The oil
Yeah.
field pays, but boy,
It
they
does.
work those guys, as you know, man. You lived it.
Oh yeah. I made a lot of money offshore, but
It's tough, man.
went through 4 wives too. So.
You're right.
So they went through all your money?
Oh yeah. They definitely spent it for me. So that was always fun. Like, okay, I'm gonna come home. Oh, we ain't got no money. What do you mean ain't got no money?
But they just do all that work, yeah.
Yeah, Gary, we'll get you those links here pretty soon, buddy. So let's see what else we got in there.
Well, what do they want? They want the Stinson Brothers thing?
Yeah.
I mean, you can just go on YouTube and just punch in Stinson Brothers, STINSON, and then Brothers, BROTHERZ, and there should be 100 things should pop up.
Yeah, hey, Gary, check out that this last show we did last week, and I think it's under Only in America.
Yeah,
Stinson
Only in
Brothers.
America, Stinson Brothers, Brooks and Dunn tribute.
Yeah, you get a kick out of that.
Yeah, actually, we heard, I heard you guys practicing and stuff down there. It was really neat. I mean, I was in my room in there. I was just like, okay, I wasn't hiding from you guys. I like, when you guys come in and rehearse, or anybody does any kind of a rehearsal down there, that's their time. We'll set up the sound real quick, and it's all yours.
You weren't throwing
Do your
stuff
thing.
at us, so.
No. I was just like, it was really good. I mean, I really enjoyed it.
Oh,
Well, I
thanks,
noticed
man.
when we started rehearsing, all the animals, they got a lot of animals around here. They all left the room. That's never a good sign.
I heard howling.
Yeah.
It was probably Torres not being able to get inside of a room somewhere because he was locked out.
Well, it sounded more like crying. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. He's a
Howling,
little.
No, I think they didn't like the music.
Animals, it sounded like they were suffering, having to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that stuff, Steve.
They were actively looking for earplugs.
I will not go down that road.
Pet Danny, you just came up pet earplugs. You just came
Pet
up with something.
earplugs.
That's,
You know
somebody
what?
run with that.
They just invented it right here.
Oh,
Yes.
there you go. Pet
There we
earplug,
go.
yeah. Earplugs for your pets.
Take your dogs to concerts.
Concerts,
Oh, yeah.
when your band's rehearsing, put the plugs in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to hear about the, if you don't mind, I want to hear about the cosplay stuff.
Please ask away.
It's cool.
Ask
I mean,
away.
Yeah.
now I don't know that much about it. Like I know what it is. They have conventions and all
Yeah.
that, and everyone dresses up like. So what is it? Mainly sci-fi or?
It's a little bit of everything. It honestly depends on what convention you go to.
Okay, so like a
So,
lot of
like-
Marvel. Type
Yeah, a lot of
films, right?
Marvel. Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Cool. And what's your favorite stuff? I saw your Harley Quinn, so that was cool.
I don't know if I have Harley Quinn is probably my favorite outfit. Yeah, it's the
Cool,
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's the one I'm most proud of.
That's probably the only one I
currently.
would know. I mean, what are there other
She
sort
does.
of?
I do
Poison
a
Ivy.
lot. I do Poison Ivy. I'm getting ready to do Black Widow from Marvel. Like I said, Daenerys
You
from
guys know
Game of
Jessica
Thrones.
Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, yeah,
Like, I do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She's very popular on TikTok.
Managing it is fun.
I've heard of that.
You heard of that?
Heard of
Yeah.
TikTok, yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I do my TikTok and I'm like, hey, tune into the show. Bye. Like, what kind of content is that? I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, Danny's a really good. She's a very good co-host.
Oh, thank
Bringing
you.
her on and
Thank you for bringing me on.
oh yeah,
I appreciate it.
getting her out of her shell. Just gotta get her to talk louder. But yeah,
And so,
it's,
so you sell your stuff, your
yeah,
prints?
prints, yes, and props. I do a lot of props. I hang on, if I can find my phone ever.
And do you guys have some shows coming up?
She has.
We do and we don't. We've got a couple photo shoots coming up. She is going to be sponsored by Joker's Labs to have her signature owned art on a CBD level.
Ah, okay.
And so that's kind of exciting. We'll see what happens with that. See
Yeah.
how it hits the ground.
Huh.
And then one con fell through. We're looking at Arizona Con now. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. When we did Seattle Con, I hope we get to go back there. That was amazing.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know
It was
when the
amazing.
Arizona one
And
is?
she's never ate fish on the water, so I got to take her to Ivers. That whole thing was awesome. We stayed in Bellevue, so that was amazing. So she got the whole bite of how all that kind of functions. We were there 9 days, so we had some time to fool around a little bit.
All
you know,
right.
So
Yeah, we just performing in Bellevue not that long ago, actually.
Bellevue's-
Isn't it so pretty up there?
It is. It's really clean, isn't it?
It's very clean.
Yeah. When's the Arizona one?
That's coming. I think wasn't that August?
I thought it was in
They're-
August.
They're talking August.
All right, that's when our 10 shows in 12 days
That's
are in
what I'm saying.
August.
Yeah, man. Maybe our pass across will come get a chance to come check out the
Maybe,
shows that you guys are doing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very cool.
We got
Be
a
nice and
That would
warm.
be very cool.
fall festival coming up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Pahrump
Oh shoot, I forgot about that.
in September. gonna have we're gonna be doing that and broadcasting from there and stuff. So it'll be really nice. We'll have some T-shirts and stuff and some merch, and Cosfancy's gonna be there too. She'll have all her stuff there.
All right, well, we'll swing by because we're in Pahrump like almost every other weekend at the
we should try and book
the
something up there.
ranches.
I know they're probably still looking for bands up there.
Yeah.
For that fall festival.
It's called Fall Festival?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
We'll look into it, man.
Yeah, it's going to be in September. We're actually going to get a booth there, so we got a sponsor to sponsor a booth for us, and so we're gonna hit it pretty hard. There's
Good.
like 40,000 people that show up there
Really?
from Utah and Reno and
Cool.
Shoot, we
all
gotta-
that other stuff. So
Yeah, let's go check that out.
I mean, we'll try and book something there, get the agent on that.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That would be amazing.
Danny, get on that. Will you get us booked?
And
Get right on it.
yeah, Danny, don't forget, you got to tell them that Rev Radio Vegas sent you.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Now, do we have to say that in our shows?
on your shows?
Uh-huh.
Sponsored by Rev Radio Vegas.
You want to give us a shout out?
Sure.
Shout out from Ricky Bobby.
That's right.
You may not want that.
Really? Oh, what else we got over there? You got Alan Jackson.
Oh yeah, man, the Margarita World show. That's the one we're doing a lot of now, and it's the Jimmy Buffett, Alan Jackson. We do all his tropical songs.
Okay.
Plus, obviously, 5 o'clock somewhere. So
Yeah.
No, Bob had gone in and done Chattahoochee, if you know that Alan Jackson song.
Yeah.
He had gone in and sang that in a studio, and it was terrible. It was so bad. It was, what, 10 years ago?
it was a while ago. It just didn't sound right, man.
Really?
It just wasn't working. And then, so we we had talked about doing an Alan Jackson before. Around that time, and we were in this guy's little home studio, and it just wasn't happening. You know? And
So bad.
so we kind of
And I don't say that, I'm not putting him down, because it has a good ending.
it just wasn't a good recording, and we got rid of it, and so the Alan Jackson thing kind of went away. We always did the Jimmy Buffett stuff, and then it came back around, and I was like, yeah, look, I'll give this a shot again, and now it's working. So I don't know what was different, if it was just the recording or what. But
Well, we were talking about it, and we're like, that was just a bad recording, bad studio, bad whatever. The guy who produced it, whatever. Let's try it again. And so it's different kind of singing for you. You know, he's got a real smooth. I do the Ronnie Dunn stuff, so it's you know that. And Bob's got a real smooth kind of George Michael type voice. So, so to sing Alan Jackson is a little tricky. You gotta come down. I don't know. You have to explain.
You're like
that.
all amped up to go on stage, and then you get out there and you gotta
How you doing?
bring it back. You know, I'm used to. I want to sing, man. I want to belt
Right.
it out and shit like that. But it's working now. I think
Yeah.
I think I've got it down.
You got that right
Starting to
hoochie coochie
stash here.
down?
Huh?
You got that little hoochie coochie down?
Yeah, you know that Alan Jackson thing. It's awkward. It's different. Like when you do the Ronnie Dunn, you don't have to put it on too much at all. It's you know, you do a little bit, and and you're belting that out. But with Alan Jackson, he can project it, but it's like laid back. I don't know if that makes any sense or not.
It does.
Like
Yeah.
you gotta come out
It
there and
does.
be amped up for the crowd and be like, "How you doing?"
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get there and it's like, yeah. How you doing?
But yeah, that's the show, man. Margarita World. It's a lot of fun.
I want to go.
It's
check
you know,
it
we had a
out.
chance to play with Jimmy's band, the Coral Reefers. I don't know, what, 10 or 11 times, and
Yeah.
that was always fun. You know, playing. We've always been Buffett fans. Who
Right.
isn't? Who doesn't
Right.
want to be on a
Oh,
beach,
yeah.
on a boat, bikinis and cocktails and
Yeah.
sunshine and all that? I mean, it's awesome.
That's what made me become a boat captain.
Yeah.
Honest to God, the Jimmy Buffett stuff, his books and his songs and everything, and I'm like, that drove me. We had 42 shows booked back in Denver, and and Bob's like, I got the call to go work for Hornblower, and that's the name of the company out there, and
Yeah.
Bob's like, go.
Do you know a guy
Yeah.
named Mike Helle?
Yes.
You know Mike Helle?
I know Mike. He's an older guy, kind of
Tall
tall.
guy? Yeah.
Yeah, I know Mike. I worked with him.
He's an asshole.
He was not a very nice guy. Yeah. Well, see, now that's when I was.
I worked with him as a deckhand.
Right,
So he
same
was,
here.
He was one of my first captains that I worked for.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Because he did because you mentioned hornblowers.
Yeah.
He did the hornblowers thing on his time off. And then he'd do the oil field out of Long Beach when he was on shift with us.
Okay.
And
I'm sure. I
just
think I told you about him.
crazy. I mean, not a nice guy at all. I mean, he always wanted things. He was real meticulous about everything, and I'm just like, dude, this is an oil boat. This isn't. It's an oil boat. Come on.
We're not moving nuclear weapons.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Some of those captains, they, as you know, they can be a little. What's the word I'm looking for?
Assholes.
Controlling.
They can be assholes. Thank you.
Power. They
Oh
want
yeah,
that
very
power.
very much power.
That's the thing I thought about it, going up through the ranks, and
Right.
for people who don't know about becoming a captain, we talk about it, and being a captain, and it's cool and all this, but what you have to go through,
Yeah.
being abused by other captains, and
Oh, yeah,
cleaning up the
definitely.
heads, and a lot of the other cleaning stuff is just a nightmare.
Yeah.
He was a little. They're all, and maybe you found it. It sounds like you kind of found it this way too. Most captains, like 80% of them.
Mhm.
I mean, I'd say 80% they want to be a captain because they want that power, they want to be in charge.
Right.
And I think hopefully you're like me. I got to that level, and I'm like, I never want to be like those guys.
Oh yeah, I've learned from a lot of different guys. I mean, I've had really good captains. I've had really shitty captains. I've had captains that were, like Captain Hell A. I mean, we used to call him Hellet. It's not Hellet, it's Hell A. Spelled Hellet.
Is that like
Just
Joe
irritating.
Dirt? Joe Dirte?
Joe
It just sounds so
Dirte.
exotic.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny.
Of course, we've all been through the rigors. You've already been through hell and back 10 times with the music business, so it's that was just that was cake for you. Man.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
It
yeah,
made it easy.
Yeah, I've had to get. I mean, my first hitch on a boat, I had the engineer told me, he goes, "Well, you got to get the captain his cup of coffee." So I gave him a cup of coffee. All right, he wanted it black. Took him to his room. So here you go. And he spills it all over the place because he had going through DTs and everything, and just because he's really bad alcoholic. And he goes,
Oh, we all are.
he comes downstairs and he goes, "Next time, just bring me half a cup. My first cup is always half a cup." I said, "Well, nobody told me that."
You
'Cause
didn't
he-
know his first cup was a half a cup.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Everybody knows the captain's cup is always a half. They're all drunks.
Hey, it only happened once.
One time.
Just one time.
It
My
wasn't your
lesson
fault.
once, and that was it. No, but it was working with a lot of different captains. I knew what to do, what not to do, who I wanted to pattern myself after, who I didn't want to pattern myself after.
Mm-hmm.
And then then you find your own little groove, and it's like, okay, this is just how it is, and it works. And I said, the captain's only as good as his crew. So, and I always had a pretty decent crew, so
Yeah, I believe that.
it wasn't bad. I mean, I had a lot of fun.
Man, you guys, I mean, I saw Rick when he was going through that training to get his captain's license, like we were talking about earlier. He went through hell. I mean, he was really out of it when he was studying for that thing.
Oh, the boat workers, oh, man.
He met me at the bar when I finally got it. The guy, you passed the final test, and the guy stuck his hand out. He's like, "Congratulations, Captain." You're like, "Yeah."
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
he's only like, "Congratulations, Captain."
Yes. And I went to meet. Bob was waiting for me at the bar, of course, because you're gonna go celebrate. And I remember on the drive to the bar, I'm sitting there and my head's kind of down like this, and I noticed my mouth was open, and I was drooling onto my shirt, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I am really tired." I was like drooling.
Yeah.
That's how tired I
Shouldn't have
was.
been driving then.
So you get your license in Long Beach, or did you go to New Orleans?
No, it was the Maritime Institute out of San Diego, but they were
Oh, okay.
they travel and do 2-week courses here and there. So I
Mhm.
was we were in Newport, although I think we went and partied in Huntington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds, yeah, what a great bar. And they all knew, we'd been there a lot, so they all knew when I came in. They're like, "Captain?" I'm like, "Yep." So it was pretty cool for a while. Every time I go to order a drink, they're like, "Captain?" "Yeah."
Oh yeah.
That's
It was-
how it is. When you hear Captain for the first year, it's just the coolest thing.
Oh yeah, it is. It definitely is. It's definitely something. And there's people that kind of goes, "Oh well, yeah." There's a lot of people that now that's like, "Oh, well, why do they call you Captain Steve?" It's cool because I'm really a captain. No, you're not. Yeah, I am. Here, watch, look.
Right.
Here's my certificate. I still have it. They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well, that's it's
Yeah.
like, so the people out in the boating world, they're all like, oh, are you going to do that little entertainment thing you do over in Vegas and stuff? And like, yeah. And, so then people here be like, oh, you're going to do that little boating thing you do out in California and stuff? So, nobody appreciates any of the other
Right.
stuff,
Oh, yeah.
And you know how it is on stage that everyone's like, man, you guys look like you're having so much fun up there. That's got to be so cool to not really have a real job. And it's just like, man, if you only knew all the bullshit that goes on behind the scenes, it's all you can do.
It's
just
a real
sometimes
job.
just to smile
Yeah.
on stage. And
Oh, yeah.
entertain the crowd. That's a big thing for us, man. It's not just stand up there and singing songs. We want to entertain the crowd.
Sure.
We don't
Oh,
wanna
yeah, definitely.
Give like I was saying, the Margarita World show, we throw out Jello shots and hand out lays, and we do like, we'll sing a little bit from a movie, and the first person that yells it out, we give stuff away. And
Oh, that's nice.
just trying to add a little more theatrics.
We
Right.
could do one now. We'll sing a song from a movie. If you can, you give something away to somebody if they guess it?
I'm sure we could figure it out.
Yeah, we could probably do something like that.
Go ahead, Bob.
Why
You
not?
want it? You want one?
Sure. Yeah. What are we going to give away? Any idea?
Yeah. What are we gonna give away? We
First-
usually give
First
away
person that contacts Steve here will get. What do you think? We got Rev Radio gear. Or?
pick or some lays or beads or
I can't get you laid on this show. Sorry.
Freshly
So,
rolled
yeah,
joint
I can't even get laid on my show.
We're
so.
out.
from Danny.
Get
Freshly
some
rolled.
freshly rolled candy. Let's see.
We have T-shirts coming up.
should I check
Yeah,
the guitar?
actually, we got. Yeah, sure.
So
yeah,
a
we got
Rev
some-
Radio T-shirt.
Yeah, we got some T-shirts that are gonna be printing up, so you guys can be one of the first ones to grab a free T-shirt. So how's that?
Oh, that sucker's out of tune.
You have to go acapella, dude.
Okay, which
yeah.
one? What are you thinking? You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, these ancient skies, I've got these wandering eyes, and it took me by surprise when you let me inside of you.
All right. What movie is that?
Inside of you, there's got to be a part of me inside of you. Inside of you, this king has found a queen. Inside of you, this restless river rage. Inside of you, I've got to be. Inside of you, is it wrong to be? Inside of you, this king has found a queen.
All
What
right.
movie is that
What
from?
movie is that from?
That's an easy one.
You guys don't know? Nobody in here? Or are you waiting for somebody to guess it?
Yeah.
Kind of learn something to get. I mean,
I need a hint.
I know my answer's not right.
Now, I should have sang it with an English accent, actually. That might help. There's a hint for you right there.
If he did the dance that the guy does in the movie, you'd know
You got to do the
instantly.
dance on stage, yeah.
Huh.
Should we give a hint? We can give hints.
Yeah. What's the hint?
Who sang it? You want to tell them who sang
His first name is Aldous.
I kind of figured
Elvis
was it
Presley?
No, Aldous.
said
Aldous Presley.
Oldest?
That was Elvis's
Aldous.
younger brother, Aldous.
I stand corrected. I'm sorry.
It kind of sounded like an Elvis song. So it's kind of like, huh?
Aldous Snow.
Aldous Snow was in a movie. They did a couple of them, actually.
Elvis Snow?
Aldous.
Aldous.
Aldous. Like Aldous.
Aldous.
We could do another one. Should we do a shorter one?
Yeah, what do you got? I think I know what you're
I
thinking
don't
of.
know. We could do. This is what we do on our shows. So
It's-
come see
it's-
the Stinson Brothers.
It's the brotherly mind meld. You know what I'm thinking, don't you? Oh yeah, sure.
You
The
think it-
telepathic connection.
Are you
Yeah.
thinking Pawtucket Pete?
That's a good one. I wasn't thinking that.
How's that start?
Oh, how does that start? Let me think here. Yeah.
All right, ready?
Oh.
There is no
Sing.
life I know that compares with pure imagination.
Willy Wonka and the
Living
Giant.
here,
Got
you'll be
it.
free
Yeah.
if you really
So
wish
Danny
to
gets the free
be.
shirt.
Oh my gosh, I'm making him so
Oh,
mad.
goodness.
I
Okay, there's
I get a free shirt that I'm
wait, there's a second part. Now, if you get the second part of it, then you're really good.
Maybe animated. Either a movie, could be animated. That's the hint.
Could be a
okay?
TV show too.
Take a sip, and you'll slip into a state of pure inebriation. You'll be tanked like the whole Irish nation.
Got that one? You should have that one.
Maybe animated.
Huh?
No. That was the first one they did was Willy Wonka. The other one is it's a spoof on.
Yeah, it's a spoof on that
It's
song.
a spoof on Willy Wonka.
Is it from like?
or something?
Very close.
It's a what?
Oh,
Pretty
there you go.
close.
Okay.
I'm surprised I didn't get that one.
Pawtucket Pete sang the song. Does that help?
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Pawtucket Pete. Pawtucket Patriot Beer.
Oh yeah. Family Guy.
Family Guy. There you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, all right.
So do you want to know what the first one was from, or you want to give it a few minutes? The first song?
Yeah, what was the first one song?
That was All the Snow
Uh-huh.
in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Remember when
Never
you
saw
jumped?
the movie.
Oh, you didn't?
Didn't see that
man.
movie.
There was Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and then the follow-up to that was Get Him to the Greek.
I saw Get Into the Great.
Yeah.
I didn't see the other
Oh
one.
man, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
You got to see that. That's a great movie.
That is.
Ronald Farrell, who is out of Houston, Texas, asked if have you ever played with the Little Texas Band?
Little Texas. I remember, you mean the group called Little Texas?
Yeah, Little Texas Band.
Yeah, no, we never played with them, but I definitely remember those guys.
Oh, okay.
They were great.
Didn't
yeah.
you see them at Red Rocks, or who am I thinking of?
No, man.
Little
no.
something.
Little Texas. Boy, I can't. Off the top of my head, they had a couple of pretty good hits there. I can't remember.
Who's the group that did the pontoon song or whatever? You saw them and you said they were pretty good.
Oh. No, that was with Rascal Flats
yeah,
and
who was that?
and the other group. There's two guys and two girls that sing really good harmonies there. But yeah, no, Little Texas. Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
Definitely remember them. We never had the chance to play with them, but our paths used to cross occasionally with those guys. Yeah. Are they, I wonder if are they still doing it? They still touring? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know who they are, honestly.
Little Texas. Yeah.
Ronald does. So Ronald, why don't you tell me if they're still around or not?
Yeah, wow.
Ronald's a really if you get Ronald Farrell Jr. on your pages or anything,
say down in Miami, if you knew how many idiots were out there on the water, you'd never take a boat out. And then you said something like that.
Oh yeah.
Because anybody can take a boat out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, that seems weird. That's going to change eventually.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, well, with smaller boats, like little 25, 30 footers, it's probably not as bad, but they're still in your way. They're the ones that we have to look out for. And just like, okay, we're going. Also, here comes this Yahoo going just full throttle. And just,
Probably wasted out of his mind.
oh yeah. A lot of times it's like, just shake your head, and it's like, all right. And all of a sudden you see him up on the road going, hey, help me. It's like, no, I'm good.
No.
Here, I'll throw a wake your way. It'll suck you off the bank.
There you go.
There you go. You have that one. But yeah, man, this has been fun. I like this.
Yeah, appreciate you guys having us on. Man.
Yeah.
This
I
is
have a
great.
question. You guys are brothers, right? And a team, and you guys basically do everything together.
We do, a lot of stuff together.
That's
Yeah.
really cool. Well, her and I are too. We're a team. We do everything together, same thing. And it's really super cool to meet someone else who coordinates like that. It's amazing. Some people think it's kind of weird. We love it.
Yeah,
we think it's amazing.
We get a lot of people that say that. They're like, man, I haven't talked to my brother or my family in years. We never got along, and we grew up playing hockey together, and started young with the music thing, and yeah, we for the most part we get along really well.
It's amazing. Yeah, her and I just don't. We just don't. It's just we just have fun and try to make things work. Of course, you have your little, things you gotta work out.
Yeah, right.
Of course, put it all on the table. But for the most part, I mean, wow, that's amazing. I think that's wonderful.
Oh, cool.
Well,
Thanks.
growing up playing hockey, there was.
And especially hockey,
Well, we're playing on different teams and stuff. Bob's a little bit
Sure.
older than me, so I mean, we were in fights every day. I mean, almost every single day. So it's like people are like, "Don't you guys fight?" It's like, man, we don't have the energy.
over it. Yeah.
You don't have the energy for it. You really don't.
Right.
I mean, you're fighting all day, or you're in a fight at school or whatever. We didn't really have the energy for it.
Yeah, but no, that's cool, and I
really
hope we
admire that.
hope
That's
we
so amazing.
run into you guys down there in Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
You guys come to a show, and we'll come check out your show.
Cool.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Cool.
sometime.
She's fun to manage too. She's a good kid.
Yeah.
I feel blessed.
Impossible.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I can
she's
tell.
actually a really good. She's actually a really good kid. And well, I say kid because she's not 21 yet. So
I've
And-
met her. She's not
yeah.
a good kid.
She's not. She's,
Yeah.
you've got your hands full there. This sounds like a nightmare. No,
Yeah.
she's great.
No,
Just
her mom
kidding.
did a really good job raising her. She's a really good kid.
All right.
And,
That's how I
I
was kind of
appreciate
raised.
that.
A lot of love
Well, you're
from my
welcome.
parents.
I love
Lots of
you for that.
support, entertainment, just all the different things you can experience. I'm grateful, because I wanted to pass that on to her. I was in
Yeah.
bodybuilding and fitness. My mom was a model here in Vegas and did all the conventions and everything.
Oh, interesting.
And so we just kind of passed it on to her and said, do what you want. And she's like, I want to cosplay. Because we've been dressing her up since she was tiny, right? So she just ran with it and just has
Man,
fun.
you're a big fan of Halloween like me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Horror for days.
Horror movies?
I mean,
Oh, hell yeah.
The grosser
Telling
the
you.
better.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Speaking my language now.
Serial
Yeah.
killers, the whole thing. She did all her papers in school.
Oh man, this is really a weird story, but I used to be. This is fucked up. I used to be. I used to be pen pals. I don't think I would say pals, but I used to write letters occasionally back and forth with Richard Ramirez.
Very
Oh,
cool.
wow.
And,
Really?
Night Stalker,
No
man.
disrespect.
Wow.
but Wow.
Sick
That's
stuff.
amazing. That's something that's right.
I mean,
up her
that is
sleeve.
funny.
She would
He
love
would
to.
write me
But they're no
letters.
longer with us.
Wow.
Now he was an artist,
Yes.
right? I
Yeah.
guess he used to draw, and at the time, I wrote a letter also to the guy that they made the movie Blow about, that Johnny
Mhm.
Depp played. I forget the guy's name, but
Yeah.
I never heard from that dude. But I knew that he was an artist, and I'm thinking, oh, these guys. I didn't really know his story that well.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, I contacted him. He was getting back to me. I was talking to him about his art. He said that for whatever reason, he broke a rule and they got rid of his pencils. I guess he would do it with color pencils. most of his stuff. And then it was cool. And I couldn't even sleep in the same room as the letters that he wrote me. You know? And then one day I was in a library or a bookstore, and I was reading. They wrote a book about the Night Stalker, and I started like looking into the things in depth, what he actually did, and it was some sick shit.
And there's
man.
so
yeah.
much
I had
that
a
still
friend whose
can't
dad was an
release.
investigator on that case.
Oh, really?
And to this day, she's got, you know, a lot of post-traumatic stress because she had to go sift through all the evidence and see what's going to be used and what's not going to be used, and that was like really deeply it affected her.
Yikes.
You know, I mean, she's okay now, but at the time,
Oh.
yeah, it's
I'll bet.
insane. But yeah,
Wow.
you know, you almost want to pick her brain, but that's a blessing or a curse, you know.
It's-
And
yeah.
it's
How
just
much do
crazy.
you really want to
And you
know?
don't-
Right,
exactly.
As soon as I found out, man, that was it.
Yeah.
I tore up all his letters. I was like, I'm not gonna. This is sick. But
Wow.
it was kind of weird, man.
Yeah, having a handwritten letter from
Richard
theirs.
Ramirez, and
That's
he, used to,
insane.
he started
That's
telling me, like, in
sick.
one of his last letters, he's like, send me pictures of chicks.
Wow.
If you get a chance,
Yeah.
send me some pictures of chicks. And I was relieved that he didn't say, send me nude pictures of you, Bob.
But that would be John Wayne Gacy.
But you know what?
Yeah, that'd be Gacy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Gacy.
yeah.
But anyway, I cut that. As soon as I found out what the guy did, man, I was like, this guy's a sick bastard.
Yeah.
I cut it
Oh
out.
wow.
Yeah.
He didn't ask for a toe or anything, so that's good.
Bob, send me, send me a jar full of your toenails. Collect them for 6 months or a year and send them to me, man.
Oh dang.
I did that, actually.
That's a cool story. Thanks for
didn't-
sharing that.
That didn't seem
what
as
it is.
freaky to me.
That was an old girlfriend, though.
That was.
So
Her name was also Richard Ramirez.
It was weird. We called her Dick. She was a sweetheart.
oh wow. Okay. So Bob, you write for some magazines still?
I do, yeah. I freelance
That's cool.
writing and photography for. I love Western history. I do some stuff mostly with Wild West magazine and True West magazine.
Okay.
So say like everything from the Civil War up until early 1900s,
Mhm.
the cowboy and Indian stuff. I do a lot of haunted features. I like the haunted stuff.
Nice.
I'm a skeptic, but
Uh-huh.
like I've done a feature on haunted cemeteries, haunted saloons, haunted hotels,
Mhm.
like old places that were built in the 1800s that are still going today.
Mm-hmm.
You can stay in some of these. The St. James in New Mexico comes to mind.
Yeah.
Hotel Colorado up in Glenwood Springs was built in 1883, and they claim it's haunted. That's the same town where Doc Holliday's buried,
Right.
Glenwood Springs.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I do that. It's just a passion of mine. I love Western history.
And writes letters to Richard Ramirez. So,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm dealing with.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Me and my older brother are pretty close. You guys are what? How far apart are you?
15, 17 months from
Yeah, I think it's 15. Is it 15?
17 months.
17.
17 months. Yeah. I'm 5 years younger than my older brother, and me and him are really close and stuff. And I had a lot of love-hate stuff going on.
Sure.
As brothers do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's always good when you see, brothers that have gone through a lot of things together. And has there been any time that you guys just like didn't talk to each other for a long time?
Well, we weren't always, living together. I mean, Bob was married and living in different states and all the different things. And then we went through a whole bunch of stuff, people don't like to talk about. We lost 11 people in 7 years, and mom, dad, uncle,
Oh, wow.
oldest friend, everybody has those stories. So as you get to a certain age, you know.
Right.
I mean, I told some girl that, and she said, yeah, that year, she's like, I lost somebody every single month of that year. I'm like, every time I want to tell a story like this, somebody's got a worse.
Insane. I
Yeah.
lost my dad,
I
my
was-
brother, my oldest brother, closest half. 7 days later, lost dad. A year later, mom. That's it.
Mm.
We're a tight family. It's ouch.
That's
Yeah, man.
Holy crap.
It's
That
tough.
happened
So
in,
Dan and I go
2012?
solo, and we love it.
2012. Yeah. Yeah, like, there was a 13-month period where we lost
2012 too. Yeah.
our mom and like 5 close friends. One of our drummers was playing out on the border here in Jean,
Mm-hmm.
where they have Whiskey Pete's and Prim Valley Resort and all that. I'm not sure which one he was. He was sitting in with a band out there, and he died on stage. Just fell over,
Oh,
I guess,
wow.
in the middle of a song.
Mm.
So yeah, that was weird. I felt really weird about that because we were playing with him in Laughlin about 6 months before that, and I was trying to force him to do shots. And literally, he's drinking red wine, and I know he had diabetes. I found out he had diabetes, but I'm like pushing him to do shots of vodka after our show, and I got him to do one, but he wouldn't go any further than that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, fell over right on stage, but at least he died doing what he loved.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
His name was Joe Lepore, great guy. Some of you guys out there maybe know Joe or played with him, but really cool guy from
awesome.
from Toronto. So
Oh,
we always
okay.
hit it off because we always talked hockey out on the road and stuff. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think about Denver this year? What do you think they're going to do?
Are we talking what? Football?
Football, yeah. The Denver Donkeys, I think they're called.
That's we
Is this a
root
Broncos
against.
Chiefs thing here and there?
Yeah.
No, you know, man, we were big Elway guys. We're not really feeling the Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater thing. So no, we don't really think about them too much.
Haven't been as into it as when they were winning Super Bowls and all that. We're not as into it anymore. I just we were in a grocery store and I was wearing a Broncos shirt, and this guy walks by and he's wearing a Patriots shirt, and he like starts kind of walking our direction a little bit, and he's get like angry. And he's like, Patriots! And I like the Patriots, that was when they had Tom Brady. And I'm like, all right. And I'm like, oh, that guy's pissed off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you hardcore Chiefs?
Well, I got the tattoo, but it's they're my team. I don't get fanatical about it.
Yeah.
It's funny because I had a guy. I was at Winco a couple weeks ago, and this kid comes up to me. He's got what do you have? I think he had a Tampa Bay hat on or something, and he goes Kansas City, and I went, yeah, and he goes, well, I went, what? And he goes, oh, never mind. And his dad piped up. He goes, why didn't you give him a hard time like you told me you were going to? And he goes, dude's kind of big. I was like, well, you're gonna learn today.
Hey, you guys got a shot again this year.
Yeah, I think we do. We beefed up our line a little bit, well, we really beefed up our line a lot. So,
Oh, you were telling me that when
So-
we did the rehearsal. You were telling me they beefed up their line there.
yeah, got Kyle Long. But Kyle Long got hurt during one of the OTAs, so I don't know what his status is, but we got some depth, so it's going to be pretty good.
Talking fantasy football, right?
Cool.
No.
Oh, you guys play fantasy? against
She's
each other? Oh.
she's a San Francisco fan,
Ah.
so they missed it by like that much. Is that what Kettle said?
Oh, that was a good game up until the fourth quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought San Fran had that one.
Yeah.
Remain calm, Danny. It's okay.
It's all good.
Woosah.
Woosah.
Just remember, Danny, you're going to lose a lot in life, stuff like that, so just get used to it. But
Oh,
that
yeah,
makes
just like
those-
we've lost 50 years of it, so yeah.
Just
You're
laugh.
right. It makes those championships a lot sweeter, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it sure is. Oh, that first one was just like I was on the edge of my seat. I turned my phone off. I was like,
I need no distractions.
nobody bother me. I'm just gonna watch the game.
Complete total
My dad's a San Francisco fan. My brother's a Raider fan, and so they're both going against me just on principle. I'm just like, all right. I said, okay, it's all good.
That's sweet, man.
But-
When you win your first, like when Denver won their first Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
Denver had the Avalanche, and the first year they came from Quebec, they won a Stanley Cup. So that was actually the first championship that Denver's ever won in the top four sports.
Right.
But it wasn't the Broncos. But that year that they won their first Super Bowl against Green Bay,
Mm-hmm.
we were in a bar in downtown Denver, not playing. We were just partying, and it was really weird, man. When they won that, the reaction of the crowd was just strange because no one knew what to do. This
Right.
is the Broncos' first Super Bowl,
Right.
and that's like a religion in Denver.
Oh yeah.
And I just remember going outside this bar right in the heart of everything, and all the bars started spilling out onto the street. And they already had cameras up on the buildings to film it, and guys had their girlfriends on their shoulders, and it was just a really weird scene, man. It was a great party.
Oh yeah.
That's a cool feeling when you win that first one.
Oh yeah, and the good thing about it is that most Denver fans are actually pretty decent people. You know, they're not. Oh, we're gonna destroy our town because we won the Super Bowl. You know.
Yeah, you had a little of that.
And-
You got the people rioting and
A little bit of
looting
that.
and
It's
stuff.
just like, come on. But for the most part,
Yeah.
it's just it's a relief. I know in Kansas City, they had so many. I mean, there was so many people. There was like, I think 15, almost 20,000 people that were in Town Square there when they did their parade and everything, and it was amazing. I mean, there was just like, I mean, everybody was just there, just nothing but red everywhere. It was just,
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, I wish I could have been there. I'm just like, I watch it on YouTube. I'm just like, wow, it's just,
It's cool. It's
You
cool
know-
to
you
see
know-
all
you don't
those
know what
people
to
come
think.
together like that.
you know what to think. You spend years rooting for your team, and then you see your team get so close, and then something happens, and then the next year they get a little bit closer than happened.
I know.
And it's like-
It's brutal. It's stressful.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's probably taken years off all of our lives, but we eventually got the championship.
Oh yeah.
And then after they win, inevitably at some point you go, okay, this has done nothing for my life. So then you have to deal with that.
Yeah, it's like, okay. The other week's in, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. We're not doing nothing. I'm gonna watch.
Repeat.
Exactly.
I'm gonna watch this thing. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty good. So you're into paranormal stuff then,
I
right?
like a little of it. I think some of these ghost shows go a little haywire, like with the electronics, and you know, you hear this. It's like, oh my God, he said my name. Did you hear that? You're right. And the
No.
thing beeps. They're like, give me a sign. How do they know that ghosts are into electronics and they're on that frequency or whatever, right? It's like,
You're tuning into Ghost Radio. FM.
right.
FM radio.
But you know, I've had some experiences
Uh-huh.
that were a little off the wall. Give you a quick one. I was at that Hotel Colorado I was telling you about in Glenwood.
Uh-huh.
They have a little book. It's called The Hauntings of Hotel Colorado. And the Devereaux brothers were the people, the owners that built the hotel.
Uh-huh.
They had the Devereaux ballroom. So I was walking around. I used to drag all my wife and my girlfriends around to these cemeteries and these hotels like at 2 in the morning looking for ghosts, right? And I don't think they enjoyed it too much. But I had this book. I hadn't looked at anything about this room. So I walk into the Devereaux ballroom, into the front entrance, and I smell something really bad. I'm like, wow, you smell that? That's horrible. What is that? But I'm like, hold on a sec, let me look and see because it said the Devereaux Ballroom. Let's see what happened, what kind of hauntings took place here years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear to God, as soon as I said that about the smell, I read in the 80s they had a group of police officers that were having a banquet in this room, and they complained of a foul odor at the front entrance to the ballroom. And they said that odor could only be described as a dead body. They said they tried to replace the air conditioning vent, the carpet to get rid of it, and they never got rid of it. And I said that about the odor, or I read it after I had said that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little weird.
Yeah.
A little creepy.
Yeah.
Did you find out later that it was enchilada night?
Yeah. That was the smell of the house Mexican restaurant. And it's,
Oh, wow.
no, it was really weird, man, to say that and then read
Right.
that they complained about the odor. But have you guys ever had any weird experiences with ghosts or anything?
I've had a couple. Have you?
I've had a few. One to speak of, a quick one to speak of, is we were walking upstairs, actually, and right as we got to the top step, we were talking about my Uncle Eddie, and the door opened.
This right out here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right up here.
By
Yeah.
the cement, the front door, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were
That was
talking
really
about
good.
him.
The door opened just
Yeah.
real slow.
Wasn't like some weird
And it
fast motion, it
stopped
just...
about halfway, so I knew it wasn't like, the wind will take it most of the way. It was just really strange.
Wow.
We were talking about Christmas Eve, I think it was the night he passed. So it was one of the anniversary nights or something. It was weird. It was all
wow.
weird. So yeah,
Saying hi.
yeah, he was just saying hey.
I'm in heaven. Everything's
And
great.
yeah, and he does that. I think from time to time. I think you can feel their energy.
Yeah.
Still,
Huh.
it's just they're physical. You don't.
Yeah. I've had.
Interpret it to you want to, but it was kind of cool to connect that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's really cool.
So, experience I had was in Pennsylvania. I was living out in York, home by myself, laying on my bed watching my combination TV VCR, sitting on a glass coffee table. Right, I'm by myself. There's nobody else home. There's no kids playing outside. They're all at school. Everything's really quiet. Well, I hear these two little kids giggling. Just, how little kids play. They're just giggling. It's like, okay. I had my eyes closed, and I'm going, all right, that's kind of weird. So I kind of looked around. I looked outside. Didn't see anybody. Laid back down. Didn't touch the table at all. Didn't touch my VCR. Didn't touch nothing. Right? Laid back down, and just out of nowhere, it just crashed. Just the tabletop shattered.
Ooh.
TV went down. I'm just like, what the hell was that? And then I heard this. Kids like running away.
Ooh.
Little kids running away. And I'm
Freaky.
like, all right, that's creepy.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay.
Yikes.
Weird. So then my stepdaughter comes home from school, and a couple hours later, just before dinner, she comes up. She goes, the twins say they're sorry for scaring you and breaking the table and running away.
Did they
What?
say they were gonna replace the table?
Yeah, I know. That's, well, they're going to replace it or what? What is it?
She's and how old was she?
She was 15 at the time.
Oh, that's weird.
She said the twins
Yeah,
said sorry for breaking the table and running away.
yeah, and scaring me. Well, they thought they scared me
Whoa.
because as soon as it snapped, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because it just shattered and it'd been on there for days, just sitting on there, just not doing anything. I didn't bump it. It wasn't cracked. Nothing. It was just
Weird.
I'm like, okay.
Damn, that's interesting.
So,
Yeah.
do you have any paranormal stories?
Not fun ones like that.
Not fun ones.
I thought one really cool thing. I don't know if it was just coincidence or what, but back when our dad passed away, the night of the funeral, back then we didn't have any freaking money, and our mom, and they'd been divorced forever. She had to pay for the service, and the whole thing came to I think $1,297, and we went out that night, and just a mess out of it, and a wreck and everything. And our mom, she's the one who got stuck with the bill. She hit a jackpot for $1,300, and I thought that was really weird. Why? What a weird number to hit.
Right.
And the thing cost $1,300, and I just.
That's amazing.
So that was
That
pretty
is amazing.
weird.
Love that energy.
That's wild.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah. It's like, what?
See, mine aren't fun. That wasn't fun.
About death.
I like the ghost show, the ghost show idea. Yeah, we need
Yeah.
to do more of that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Which actually, Mike has a. He's thinking about bringing it back. He used to do a thing called Everything Strange. It was on everythingstrange.tv. It used to be on. It was on A&E for a little while, and but yeah, he used to do all that. Everything Strange and
Cool.
yeah.
I like that.
He has a T-shirt that says "I got some strange."
Yeah, talk about people, their hauntings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling it. Talk about horror movies. Huh?
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
Oh yeah. Be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Well, thank you guys
Definitely.
for having us on, man. It's
Oh,
been
yeah.
a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta look into that Pahrump thing. See if we can all kind of.
Yeah, definitely.
Meet up there somehow.
Definitely. Oh yeah.
Pahrump,
Yeah,
and
it's,
then we'll meet
uh,
up with them hopefully in Arizona.
Yeah.
It's a 4-day event out there in Pahrump. Be 4 days. We're trying to get C4OC to come out as well, so spend a couple of days with us as well. Be pretty cool.
Do you know like who the people to contact about that and stuff?
Yeah, I have an email. I'll get it to you.
Great, man. Okay.
Send you her email address.
Great.
We got to bring Johnny Lust on sometime and
Yeah, he wanted
start
to come
telling
up
some more
and-
of our Hollywood stories, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He wanted to get together and do and talk about something, and he put initials on there, and I'm like, okay, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but yeah, you can come on. We can talk whatever you want. You can come on.
He's
be
got some
fun.
good stories.
Yeah, he
Brings some
does.
energy.
Yeah.
He does, man. He's got a lot of energy. Yeah.
Yeah, the first time he was on the show, him and Shane were on the show, and we had a caller call in, and he started asking about the flat Earth theory.
Ah.
That,
He's a
that
big conspiracy
he's
guy, yeah.
He's a flat Earth theory. He goes, well, and I just kind of just looked at him. I didn't say, because I don't get political or religious or anything else like that. It's just too much.
No, man.
For me, it's just too much.
Sitting
It's
next
like,
to him on the flight up to Wisconsin, and he starts telling me about these conspiracy theories, and I was faking like I was asleep.
How long were you in the air?
Yeah, along like 3 hours. Is
It was like, okay.
no, he knows that we didn't want to. I don't mind. Hey, whatever. Believe what you want to believe, but like you, I don't want to get into a lot of it.
He was actually pretty cool, man. He answered the guy's question. He goes, well, yeah, I guess, but I have my belief on it, and that's where I'm going to leave it at. I'm like, thank you.
It's pretty tough
anyway.
to sell the flat Earth thing to a boat captain.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, dude, it's kind of like I've seen the curvature of the Earth. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, with
You can see it.
the radios and everything, you only go so far because
right.
eventually it's not going to hit anything.
Yeah, it's going to go out. It's going to keep going out. That's about it.
He's he questions the moon landing too. He had a picture of.
You can see the lights and his the reflection.
Yeah, all that
The
stuff.
lights from the
It
soundstage.
showed Neil Armstrong getting ready to step off the ladder, and it said the first man to walk on the moon was Neil Armstrong's cameraman, because he's back here taking a picture of it.
That's true. That's true, because you're looking at everything this way as he's coming down the ladder. It's like, okay, well, who did that?
I'm guessing they staged it, right? That wasn't the first time they had stepped down there, so one of the other astronauts are like, let's get a picture of me so it looks like I'm right.
Coming down. Could be, yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Don't know. We have to ask Buzz.
Exactly.
Have to get Buzz.
The dog's freaking out.
Buzz Aldrin?
Yeah.
My dad was really good friends with him.
Yeah.
He was on Gateways of Space.
Yeah. Taurus
Oh,
Taurus
yeah.
is he's
Nice
a
guy.
love hound.
Interesting.
He loves to just
Buzz Aldrin, yes.
lay on somebody's lap and get petted. And
Buzz Aldrin.
if you ignore him too much, he'll cry.
Aw.
He
It's like
will.
Bob a little bit.
Oh, if you get ignored too much, you cry.
Yeah, I whimper.
You whimper a little bit. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, man. I really appreciate you guys coming in.
Oh,
I really
Thanks.
do.
No, yeah, it's awesome. It's nice
Yeah.
being here with you guys again and meeting Danny and.
That was
and
nice meeting you guys,
Mom.
too.
Yes.
And thanks, Steve, for letting me be part of the show tonight. I mean, usually
Oh.
just sit here and watch. It's really interesting to engage with you guys. A lot of cool subjects.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
You bet.
very much.
Thank you.
I always love my peanut gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be doing the 420 show with all the reviews and stuff coming up, so
Yeah.
some of the horror stuff. We'll
Yeah,
see what
she'll be part of the.
Yeah.
We're all kind of one big happy family
Yep.
here.
All
Just
right.
Get everything all done. We all have our little things.
Yes.
They actually did the
Danny did the logo.
Danny did the logo.
I just sat and said, yeah, no, I don't know. Let's look at
You had
The
something.
logo
You had
here.
something to do with that logo too, didn't
a
you?
little
I'll
bit.
bet.
Do
Yeah.
you have?
She, for the
Are
most
we able
part.
to get this like a link or something on this?
Yes, I'll upload this whole thing to YouTube. I'll send you the link.
Oh, cool.
Because it's live on Facebook now.
Okay.
And but yeah, I'll put it up on YouTube.
All right. Cool, man.
Oh, Danny, you did that.
Yeah, see that. The
All right.
R's were actually part of my old logo, and those were custom made because I looked for a year for that font. I couldn't find it. And then I find out they're custom made.
Ah,
Because
right.
you know the Danny did that, she did the rest of it, all this other stuff.
Nice.
That is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Really good. And I sent that to Brad, and Brad got us the R's, the rotating 3D R's. So that was really cool.
That is really
Danny,
cool.
do a logo, do some T-shirts. Our next T-shirt logo. For us.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
She would love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We have a
She's
press,
very
and we're getting
very
ready to get
talented.
two-sided,
Actually,
so
that
we just-
that little picture that's right there
Yeah, we do
by the
custom
lamp,
shirts.
she
Oh,
did
yeah.
that
A
one.
long time ago.
Got a little pink
Yeah.
and blue one there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
that's
just-
me.
Oh yeah.
The shark,
Long
the shark and the
time
shark and the sailboat.
That's funny. I forgot about that.
Yeah. She
That
goes, I
was a
made you
long-
something.
That was a long time
That was a
ago.
long
That was that was almost
Couple years
about a year ago.
almost, Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she has fun. That's her doodle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she did one for another person that was at the station, so she had to balance it out.
Oh,
Do one for
okay.
Steve.
Yeah.
He was a unicorn guy. So
Yeah.
He was a unicorn guy.
I did the mascot for somebody else that was with the station. It was a pink unicorn with eyes that were all bloodshot.
Oh,
He had
really?
bright green hair. Yeah.
All right.
His name was Toker.
Toker.
It was a play off of Joker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Find my phone.
I think you handed it to your mom. I think.
What's it? Yes.
What, Taurus? What you need? What you
Rock
need?
on, guys. Well, I guess we'll get out of your hair.
All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
It's been a really fun show.
Yeah, this was fun.
And once again, this is it's Captain Steve-O with Cosfancy.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And this will be uploaded tonight on YouTube, and I will send you that link as
All right.
well. But yeah, thanks for everybody that tuned in, the Peanut Gallery, and everybody that tuned in, Ron and Laura Beth,
Gary.
and let's see, Denny from C4OC Radio. He tuned in.
Who was the guy down in Houston there?
Ronald Farrell Jr.
That's right. Yeah.
And Andy J. Lee from England.
All right.
He joined in.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
All right.
Greta.
I'm surprised he didn't get the Aldous Snow. I should have done it with the English accent.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he probably would have got on that one. Yeah, he's a really cool dude. But yeah, we're getting a lot of new music in from all over the place. We got 2 bands from Australia that have joined up
All right.
with us, and one from Scottsdale is one of the singers from, and then her guitar player is from Brazil, and they've been collaborating from that distance. He's never been to the States.
Huh.
Got a really good song, really good album out. It's called Delirium.
Cool.
Really good stuff.
And they're doing it separately. You know, we did a song like that with the guys from Boston. Their people were in New York and our guys were in LA, and we put together. We never met them, but we did a song with them that they wrote. We recorded. It was called "Come Save My Breaking Heart," obviously a ballad, but it's weird now. That's become kind of a norm.
From like the Boston.
Yeah, those guys from the group
Wow.
Boston. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, man. That ended up on one of our
Love
records.
Boston.
Very cool.
Oh, that guy.
I've always
Those
loved
guys.
Boston.
Great band, and that
Yeah.
I forget the lead singer's name, but boy,
Who am I
what
looking
a
at
singer! Man.
Yeah.
So I did. It's a bunch of mushrooms with a big sunflower,
Yeah.
and then just a bunch of.
She did a bunch of mushrooms with some sunflower seeds.
That sounds
Gotcha.
very off
She's
when you
got some
say it
cool
like
news.
that.
Yeah, it does.
But it's a table I painted.
It's a table. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want
Come
some?
along.
This show we passed around the
Yeah.
joint. Next show we'll pass
I
around the
don't mean
mushrooms.
like to
Yeah.
just spotlight news.
You're right.
Yeah.
But
She's
it's
got a
a set
variety.
of 3 that are Alice in Wonderland themed.
Okay.
So that's one of the ones that I have. I don't ever have pictures of my art on my phone.
I've been trying to push her in the direction of 9 to 5 cubicle, but she's not buying
I
it.
did that for too long.
Yeah.
I put my corporate time in. I don't want her to do. Atlas fan lines, I love them to death.
Oh, it's brutal.
I like doing this.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Danny. Keep creating.
Yeah.
You got to make money.
Oh yeah.
That's not the way to do it. Sitting in staring at a screen.
Life's too short.
I'm trying to.
2-5.
Trying to make money by staring at a screen. Hint, hint.
That way, yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate you, and can't wait to see you guys' next show.
Cool.
Thanks, man.
See you
Want to
guys
actually
soon.
be able to. I mean, I've heard your rehearsals, but I'd like to see you guys up on stage. We have a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
energy, a lot of
You
fun.
got to see us with the crowd.
The keyboard
Oh, yeah,
guy, that was the first time we met him here when we did the
Really?
rehearsal.
Uh-huh.
And after we did the first show in Wisconsin, he goes, I can't believe that. He said, all of a sudden, we did the first song, all of a sudden I'm like, wow, these guys are like performers, because right as soon as we finished the first song, Bob's off the stage and he's walking and talking to people, and we're, in here we're rehearsing. And he said, I was like, wow.
Come to life on stage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Well, thanks, Steve. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank
it,
you,
guys.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate
All you
you. Before we leave, we'll
listeners,
take a couple
viewers, we
pictures.
love you guys. Hope to see you out on the road.
All right.
Yeah,
Sounds
for
great.
sure.
Take it easy, guys. We'll catch you guys next time. It's the local Uprising show with me and my lovely co-host, Cosfancy.
Have a good night, guys. Or
Appreciate you guys.
morning.
We'll see you guys next week. All right.
Adios.
Peace.